The fire alarm went, so excuse that. Wait, that's really annoying. Personal weakness includes a whole ensemble, getting distracted easily. We can all change this if we actually think about what we want from this and from performing arts, and think about what state we actually want the pantomime to be in, because if we keep getting distracted like very easily, it won't be at its best quality, like the highest quality it could be at, because we're all very talented, but we just need to stop getting distracted so easily. We all like give each other feedback, like to our peers, to be like helpful, and it really works. Like, and everyone is very open-minded and can take constructive criticism, which is a very good thing in the group, because it can cause conflict if someone can't take constructive criticism. Although we all do struggle to include this in our characters, so if someone was to give me feedback, I wouldn't necessarily think I need to put that into I would think I need to put that into my character, into this scene, and then I'd almost like forget to do it or be too scared to do it, as it would be out of my comfort zone. And if it wasn't out of my comfort zone, I would have been doing it already, if that makes sense. This is the 29th of September to the 4th of October, acting and singing. This lesson we were told by Carly that we weren't using body language to really like show our characters and our characters' personality traits. So what she did was told us to all stand in a line, so we could walk, like she asked us like, what would your character walk like? So we all did it one by one, and she gave us feedback. The feedback she gave me and Kira was to just be very over the top with our running, because we are the comedic characters of the pantomime. Everything we do needs to be funny, and we're not on stage constantly, so when we are, we need to make a bold appearance. My main strength was using the comedic character personality to my advantage, as it almost lets me like improv certain movements to the comedy. So there's a part where Abanaz is shouting in my face, and I'm just like looking at the audience as if to say like, why is he shouting at me? And when he like pronounces his P's and T's, I almost like push my head back and then like pretend to wipe his spit off my face, which I think is like quite funny. And so yeah, just like knowing that he's a comedic character, and like I'm a bit of not like a funny person, but I like to make people laugh in just like everyday life as it is, like my own personality, so I can really use that as well, just to my advantage. My weaknesses was needing to make everything a lot bigger to actually like suit the pantomime genre, as in pantomime everything's really big, everything's really enthusiastic, and I was just very like, I am enthusiastic, but I'm not as big as I could be, like I'm not putting in 100%. In our other lessons, we learn the opening number, which is Got This Feeling by the Trolls version by Justin Timberlake. And my strengths for this was learning lyrics fast, as I already knew the song anyway, so I did have a bit of an advantage. But my weakness was there's a part where we split it up, and a certain amount of people, it says just imagine, just imagine, just imagine, but it goes from low to high, and me, Kira and Elena are the last ones, so we're very high, but all of us really struggle with singing that high as it is, so it very like out of our comfort zone. And makes us kind of shy away from doing it. So like the first and the second one were good, like quite strong, and then it came to the last one where it's just me, Elena and Kira, it just dropped. Also, we ran at one a couple of times, and I think personally I used good facial expressions. Also, my weakness is learning lines, because very quickly a lot of people were off script, and that is not the case for me. But I need to, in the half term, I need to focus more on learning my lines. So it's not as, one, almost embarrassing, but two, obviously I can't put 100% in when I'm holding a script, so I want to get off a script as soon as I can, and then so I can put 100% in and use my hands to gesture and stuff like that. In dance, on the Thursday we finished the Fabulous Baby dance, and it looks really, really good. Like, I'm proud of all of us. Like, we work as a team so well. Like, we practiced it and cleaned it. I think it really, it does look very, very good. We had very good communication to make the lift that we do with Alex safe, as there is Ben on their back, me and Robin on their arms, and Grace and Elena on their legs. And we came up with a way to, we did it many times, we did the lift many times, and it never really like properly worked, but the more we've practiced it and the more we've taken like precautions to make sure that it is safe, it looks a lot cleaner and a lot nicer, and it is a lot more safe, which is better for everyone. The only thing we really need to work on is vocals, including Alex. Like, we all, like, because we're learning more numbers and more songs, we kind of, as that was the first song that we learned, we kind of just forgot about the vocals, which is really bad, and we're not always in key. And we all find it very, very difficult to dance and sing at the same time, and need to work on our stamina. But that obviously will come with time, and we can moan about it all we like, but we need to be able to dance and sing at the same time to be in any professional environment. The strengths that I think myself, like personal strengths, I think I'm really good at using facial expressions and actually look like I'm enjoying myself, because a lot of the time, a lot of people look like they're not enjoying themselves, and when it's such a big number for such a big character, we need to make it look like we're constantly happy, and I think personally I do that very well. Obviously not all the time, like I do drop it, but a very large amount of the time I do that. A weakness that I still need to talk to Hayley about is the leap, because it is quite fast, and I need to work out where my feet are going because I always end up facing the wall. And also need to work on the timing for the fact that I never get there on time and then I have to rush the kick in the air. So to change that, obviously I'm going to talk to Hayley and maybe ask her if I can just have just one-on-one kind of just like a 10-minute demonstration because I struggle a lot more than the other people do. Yeah. The 7th to the 11th of October. On the Tuesday we learnt choreography to Wedding Day, which is the finale song, which everyone's really happy about because it's a very upbeat song. And we also worked on the vocals for it, which we did before we learned the choreography. Once Ryan had taught us, we split into groups to show our peers so we could get feedback. And personally, I think the good thing about getting feedback from your peers is they're almost on the same wavelength as you, like they're in the same position as you, so you can get more of like a like true, almost realistic feedback, if that makes sense. I just think coming from someone my age, I would take it better than if it was a teacher, because obviously their job is to teach us, and teaching us, you can't just say, yeah, it was good, if that makes sense. I don't know. Yeah, so we split into groups to show our peers for feedback. I was told that like what I did was good and facial expressions was good most of the time, but if I forgot the choreography, I would just stop and look worried and look confused. And they told me that when I forget what I'm doing, to just go for it and not break character, which I 100% agree with, because we've been told many times by Carly that, and Hayley and Ryan, that if we act like we don't know what we're doing, the audience will think we don't know what we're doing, which is very true. So even if I don't know what I'm doing, to act like it's part of the show is a good thing, because the audience will think it's just part of the show. In the next lesson, we ran it and we all just like forgot to sing, found it really hard to sing whilst dancing, so everything was very quiet, bearing in mind when the audience is there and we will be doing the pantomime, the people absorb sound, so we will have to sing as loud as we can. So Carly made us sing and jog on the spot at the same time, and told us that it's very it's a must to build your stamina, otherwise you will never be able to dance and sing at the same time. I think my strength was my enthusiasm when dancing, even if, because after I had that feedback, I thought about it and I kind of, even if I forgot what I was doing, I just acted like I knew what I was doing, and I looked happy, I looked smiley, which I think really helped in my favour. But my weakness, as well as everyone else's, was not being able to sing whilst jogging. Because we haven't built up the stamina which we need to do, which we will change and sort out when it comes to dance lessons, because we will do exercises and warm-ups to help us with that.